22 by Joseph Heller. I also like Captain Corelli's Mandolin.
Is Development as Freedom by Amartya Sen. So it's looking at freedom as an end point of development, but also freedom as a sort of a principal means of development.
This is the last book that I just finished because my wife described me as a loser and a nerd for reading this, but when I was a teenager, New Order were my favourite band.
I think the book that sticks with me the most has to be something from when I was young, and it was the book that made me realise that kids can be right, that adults can be wrong, and that grown-ups don't know everything, and it has to be Twits by Roald Dahl.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love vampire movies, and I got interested in Dracula from watching some students back in the UK study it last year, and I promised myself I would go and read it, and I've started to read it, and I'm loving
it. 4 times. Actually, I marked all the times where I did cry, so that's what that is.
I'd like to read books with good stories that makes me feel better. and
Number 1 at the minute is Peekaboo, which goes Peekaboo, Pikachu, Pika-you.
It probably would be the Gruffalo. Yeah, and I try and do the voices. Let me think of a line. What does the Gruffalo say? What does the Gruffalo? You have to pause that. What does the Gruffalo say? Let me just hang on. Let me Google it. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. But I've also got Snake. Snake is. Where are you going, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house. Astounding, says the Gruffalo.
It's a bit Yorkshire there.
But I've also got an owl. Here he is. Owl goes, owl I scream to it, woo, goodbye little mouse. And away owl flew. So that's how we do the Gruffalo voices.
Perfect.
Without being able to read books, you probably will never be able to learn how to read well.
It's like a window that when you read it, you open yourself to a new corridor.
If you can read, you can do anything, and it's as simple as that.
I think what reading does is it exposes you to different ideas, it lets you encounter different people, it takes you to different places that you wouldn't go, and it's something that is a skill that you can take for life, and it's never going to let you down.